We are living in a climate emergency. The science is very clear. If we don't limit global temperatures to below 1.5 degrees Celsius, the future seems catastrophic. For Africa's youth, who make up over 60% of the population, the risk is even higher, but they are least involved in climate decision-making processes.
It's not news that we are a continent that is always sidelined, and we don't have as much exposure as people from a different continent. So we term ourselves as the global South youth, and we lack that mentorship, we lack that capacity building to truly understand we do understand what climate is, but now the process where we are able to fully support the decision-making process has been a challenge because of that lack of mentorship.
Despite the limitations, youth climate activists are taking part in climate justice movement and demanding action from world leaders through campaigns like Fridays for Future. Their desire for change and push for ambitious climate action was also seen at COP26. Their message was very clear: urgent, bold, science-based ambitious climate action now. World leaders should rise up to the job of tackling the climate crisis. Young people are challenging the existing structures of power that squeeze them out of climate conversations and are elbowing their way into discussions in order to have a say on their future.
Sub-Saharan Africans are responsible for just 0.5% of historical emissions. The children are responsible for none, but they are bearing the brunt. We are the adults on this earth right now, and it is our responsibility to ensure that the children have food and water.
They will stop at nothing despite feeling sidelined. The youth are in courts challenging governments and businesses. They are pushing for climate education for all for the sake of saving the planet. As we head to COP27, the African COP, it is paramount for governments and stakeholders to invest in the youth. Youth can and must play a crucial role in the race against the climate emergency. Leveraging their voice is crucial in creating awareness within communities. Brian Seronei works for 3Es Experience, a charitable company whose main aim is to improve the reading culture in poor rural schools, mentor students, promote clean energy, and encourage environmental conservation in different parts of Kenya.
Information is what is important, and the coordination between the government and the youth, because right now we have a lot of youth groups that are being formed. We have a lot of mobilization and lobby groups that are being formed. But as I said, if there is no coordination between the government and the youth, what we do on the ground is not going to have as much impact as when we have the policies and implementations being taken like from the ground.
Governments and all stakeholders must mainstream youth and intergenerational equity in plans and programs for implementation of the Paris Agreement, including their nationally determined contributions. They must show genuine commitment to youth participation in climate action through capacity building and empowerment opportunities for young people.
I honestly feel like the youth are doing a lot. So all we need is the people who are ahead of us to support us, to mentor us, to give us the technical know-how. And I also think that media is a very important tool when it comes to amplifying our voices, and I'll speak for youth in Africa. So you'll find instances where our voice or our opinions are misinterpreted with clickbaits, which does not really represent exactly what our thoughts are or our opinions are. So I feel like the media within Africa should really take charge and be the ones telling our stories.
We should all work towards doing something for the environment, be it doing the cleanups, be it trying to sensitize more and more people on it, be it coming up with technologies that are going to help, be it talking to people on a formal and informal basis, even involving the walks and the strikes. They do help. And I know when we all come together, great things are going to happen.
Youth can act as agents of change in many ways. They need practical support and commitments to advance their ideas for a safe and sustainable future for all.